some areas of life, bigger is better. But when it comes to microchips, smallness is boss. In May, a team of engineers at Columbia announced a new implantable medical microchip, so tiny it can be injected into a human body with a syringe. It's about the size of a single grain of salt. Chips like this one could eventually be used to monitor, diagnose, or treat medical problems.
Now, if you recall, yesterday I covered a story, and we kind of dated it just to provide context to it, how they announced that the Pentagon and other private companies, one called the BioCloud Controller, oh, that's not dystopian at all, are making subdermal implants, inert subdermal implants, not a microchip. And then how there was this conflict in the reporting of this new technology. Oh, it's for COVID. Oh, it's not for COVID. Oh, it has a sensor. Oh, it doesn't have a sensor. Oh, it's not a microchip. It's just, it's just a subdermal implant. All these little word games and lies, which is why you can't trust this stuff. Hey, if it's a new technology and it's an implant, it can, make the blind see, make the deaf hear, whatever, that's great. Help Alzheimer's. I'm all about technology. But when you're rolling it out and you're telling me that I need it, and you're lying to me about it, well, yeah, naturally, I'm already a cynic and a skeptic, but now it's even worse. So see, I probably need 10 minutes to cover this, but so we covered that yesterday. Now, I want to flash back. I believe this story is from 2018. The computer didn't print the date, but I asked the crew to pull it up. I think this story is from 2018. Headline, Dystopia Watch. This is from Vice.com. Dystopia Watch, your employers want to microchip you. And so I think you get, they talk about the pros and the cons, and there were some other stories at the time. And yes, we're rolling some of the videos from the time as well. Dystopia Watch, your employers want to microchip you. Remember, Bill Gates went on TV this year and said, no, we've never heard of microchips. There's no such thing as implantable microchips. So he lied about that. So this is Vice News calling it a dystopic thing to have microchips in humans. Yes, that was from 2018. Thank you, Kira. So Vice has now produced this video. So 2018, it's a dystopian thing. Microchips in humans. Bill Gates says it doesn't exist. Oh, it's not a microchip. It's a subdermal implant. Oh, it's for COVID. Oh, it's not for COVID. Well, now Vice has put out a 10-minute video promoting injectable microchips. Here is just a small sample of that.
In some areas of life, bigger is better. But when it comes to microchips, smallness is boss. In May, a team of engineers at Columbia announced a new implantable medical microchip, so tiny it can be injected into a human body with a syringe. It's about the size of a single grain of salt. Chips like this one could eventually be used to monitor, diagnose, or treat medical problems. But there's a twist. The Columbia team's work also collided with the world.
So that's good. Again, this is a 10-minute report from Vice. It's on YouTube. I forget when they put it out, but it's a newer video. So again, they say, no, there's no microchips, and oh, it's not for COVID, and Bill Gates says it doesn't even exist, even though they're admitting all of it. And it was 3 years ago where Vice, that produced that video, said that that was a dystopic thing. Oh, now it's great. Now it's great.